guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Petra and this is gonna be my second video kind of in unison with the haul videos I've been doing, and then this is gonna be a review and first impressions on a new brand I found called Found. This is one of the products right here. Picked up a couple foundations, well, one's a BB cream, 2 blushes and 2 lipsticks, and then a mattifying powder. So I'm going to do the foundation on this side, and then I'm gonna do the BB cream and the other shades on this side of my face. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the video. I'm going to start with the foundation side. So here's the foundation. This one is in the shade 130 and it is called Light Medium, or it's in the shade Light Medium. And it's a nice little pump. I mean, it's a really nice little bottle, and this was probably about $12. And it says it's made with raspberry oil. Apparently the Europeans, I guess, used to put this kind of stuff on their skin and it was really nourishing and whatever. So you think of like antioxidants and things like that. So, you know, but as I always say, you should be eating the antioxidants because usually it's a little better from the inside out to keep your skin looking good. So, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and go in with this, and I'm gonna use a beauty blender for this side. So I'm just gonna put a little bit here. So I've just put about like a pump and a half on my hand. This half foundation, other half is gonna be the BB cream. And I didn't pick up a concealer, so we're just gonna I'll just use like my concealer that I normally use. So the texture of this is already kind of like very matte. I'm already not sure if I'm liking it how it's sitting on my skin. I'm really picky about how foundation sits on my skin. If foundation does not sit on my skin well, it is like going back because I do not want to look crepey. It does seem like it builds pretty well so far, but it is looking nice. It's looking a little light on camera. I can see here with my neckline, like I'm a little bit more yellow, and this is not quite yellow enough. Even though like looking at myself in the mirror here, it actually looks like it goes fairly well. It might be a little bit light, but it's not too bad. I have a hard time finding drugstore products that match. All right, so that is the first half of the face. It's kind of nice. It has like a nice dewiness. The only part I'm not liking is right here already. It kind of sits into my pores a little bit, and I do not have big pores. So that's where I'm like, if I can see pores, that's really freaking weird. So good times, good times. I'm gonna actually go ahead and do my concealer under both eyes right now, and I'm just gonna go in with my favorite, the Tarte Maracuja concealer right there. Okay, so that's all done, so don't have to worry about concealer anymore. So then we're gonna go in with the BB cream on the right side, your left of my face, so we can kind of even things out and see how this one does on the skin. It says, and they're formulated without parabens, SLS, SLES, synthetic fragrance, pegs, I always call them pegs, and it's like some long word, and mineral oil. So I'm hoping that these are like maybe cruelty-free. It does not say it's cruelty-free or against animal testing, but the ingredients don't seem like anything that are derived at all from animals or anything. So I'm not sure. I'd have to look into that a little bit more. But this says, an all-in-one tinted cream that perfects complexion. Mineral pigments help neutralize the look of redness and imperfections with a natural-looking finish. Sounds like me. I really don't like a lot of foundation, so I really like having BB creams that are just kind of like a moisturizer. And it gives you natural finish. Blackberry extract and raspberry oil ceramides help absorb excess oil and shine while maintaining essential moisture. So I'm hoping that this is not too drying, because if it says it soaks up oil and shine, that might not be for me. I need something that gives me more of a dewy look because I have very dry skin. But we're gonna try it out. We're gonna see. So this other foundation, I haven't set it yet with the powder. It feels like it's dried down pretty nice, and it does have kind of a nice like moisturizing feel on it. But anyways, let's put the BB cream on the other side. I'm also gonna apply that with a beauty blender. This here. This actually seems pretty thick for a BB cream, so we'll see how this applies. Oh my gosh, this feels so nice. I love the feeling. I'm not Beauty Blender, sorry. This is a Real Techniques beauty sponge. Sorry, Real Techniques, I'm not trying to, your product's not the Beauty Blender, it's not. So this is a little bit lighter, obviously, since it is a BB cream. It doesn't have quite as much. Let me zoom you guys in just a little bit more so you guys can see that. Maybe see it a little closer. But see, it doesn't cover as much, but I like the texture of this better because it's not getting into my pores as much. It's like, but it's not covering, like I have a blemish here and a blemish there, and so I'm gonna see how it does like layering it up like one more layer. And this is about how much I'm putting on the Beauty Blender, or the, oh my god, the Real Techniques sponge. So we'll layer it up, see how that does. And this is also looking a little too light for my skin tone. It is the end of summer, so I'm thinking maybe like, it's like maybe it'll match me better when I'm more pale in the wintertime. But yeah, it doesn't, I mean, it doesn't really build up too much. I feel like, I don't know if the sponge, this actually might be, the sponge might be soaking up quite a bit of this product. Yeah, but it doesn't feel like tacky or anything. I'm gonna let that set for a second. But it also has that nice kind of dew. This one is definitely, the foundation side is turning a little bit more matte. It's not looking quite as dewy as it was. And then this side, I can feel it's still a little bit like damp, but it feels like a little more dewy. So I'm wondering if this might be better for people that have oily skin for this side. So maybe this foundation side for people with oily skin. This one would be good for people who have like maybe normal to dry skin. I'm gonna go ahead and now go in with the mattifying powder foundation. That's this right here. Looks like you can use this as just like a foundation, and then I'm gonna actually set my face with this powder because that's what I'm gonna do with this. So you can build it up, it says, for fuller coverage. And that's it. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go in with my, I love this big Morphe E2 brush. And I'm just gonna go down, oh, whoa. So we're just gonna go ahead and we'll just set everything, my whole face with this. You guys don't mind the lightness. I'm gonna go in with some bronzer. Maybe we can like balance this lightness out. And you wouldn't need to set the BB cream side. So if you just want to put the BB cream on and leave it, you can. I'm just setting it so I can use all the products that I picked up. But I like that. Don't mind the neck, you guys. I usually have to mix shades anyways from the drugstore. They never get my shade right. So I didn't pick up a bronzer, I didn't pick up a concealer or highlight from this brand. I didn't want to spend a fortune when I didn't really know much about this brand anyway. So I'm gonna go in with a regular bronzer that I have here. So let's see which I want to use. All right, so I'm gonna go in with my Hourglass Radiant Bronze Light shade right here. And with that, I'm gonna take this. This is like one of these e.l.f. brushes that are kind of new. This is what it looks like. It has a very dense brush end. It's like this. So I'm gonna balance out my skin a little bit here. Try and make it match a little bit better with my neck. Oh my gosh, it's helping, but I feel like I'm still looking like Not quite matching my neck. But I do feel like that foundation is oxidizing a little bit. So I am starting to notice that I feel like that it's starting to change a little bit more yellow. Like I can tell in here, it's like a little bit more yellow in tones. All right, so there is some bronzing complete. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with, and you know what I just realized is I just powdered with that powder, and these blushes I have are cream blushes, so derp. Well, we're just gonna be a little bit backwards today. So I'm gonna go in with a blush on one side that I got 2 blushes, so I'm gonna put one on this side and one on the other side. I'm going to go in with Berry Flush. That's this shade right here. And it's a berry tone. So with these, I really like to go in just with my finger. So when they're cream blushes, I think it's a little bit easier to blend them out. So I'm just gonna dab that. And this is the foundation side of my face. Whoa. I love the way cream blushes look. Sometimes I think they're kind of high maintenance because you gotta really like blend them out. But I love the sheen, like little bit of glow that they leave on your face as well. I just think that they sit really nice, especially if you have dry skin. It's very light, it does kind of dissipate a little bit as you blend it out, I feel like, but it just kind of leaves like a nice, soft, subtle, natural glow. Then I'm gonna go in on the other side of my face. This is the BB cream side of my face here. And I'm gonna go in with the shade Petal Flush on that side. That is this more pink shade. It almost looks the same on freaking camera, I feel like, as the other one, but it is a little bit different. All right, we're just gonna dab that on. And you know what's really funny is I feel like that one, I swear I went in with the same amount of product on my finger, and this one seems more pigmented and the other one is actually darker. This side is, I can't remember, it is Berry Flush. I don't know, it's very light. I mean, they're both very light. I feel like this one is coming out a little darker though, and it's Petal Flush, and it is actually, I mean, they look pretty much the same. I think this one is coming off a little bit darker. Well, anyways, those are the blushes. And then now moving on to the last product that I bought, we're gonna do a side-by-side look, is the lipstick. So I found these satin cream lipsticks. This is what the packaging looks like. Just like that. And then this one is in the shade 130, Mulberry. So Mulberry I'm going to put on my left side of my face, the foundation side. And I'm just gonna I'm not gonna use a lip liner, which kind of sucks because I need a lip liner. I'm the type that needs a lip liner. But I'm not going to, so you guys can see the full like color. And then this shade is 125. And it looks a little more red on camera, but it's actually a little bit more pink. I feel like it's like a reddish pink. And let's start with Mulberry, and we're just gonna go in on foundation side of my face. They're a lot more pigmented than I thought. When I looked at the bullet at first, it kind of seemed like, oh, that's gonna go on like a bomb. That's pretty. I like that. That's a nice shade. So that's Mulberry. Okay. Then we're gonna go in on the other side. This is the BB cream side of my face. And we're gonna go in with Pomegranate. Definitely more pink on this side. they're really different. They actually look really similar in the tube and when I kind of held them up to the camera, but they actually are very different from each other. Here is the first half of my face. This is the foundation in medium light and it's shade 130. And then I have the blush in Berry Flush, and then the lip is in Mulberry. And then on the other side, this is the BB cream side, shade 30, and with the Petal Flush, and the lip shade is in Pomegranate. So, and then I used that mattifying powder foundation all over to set everything. So, which I don't know, you could probably wear that on its own if you really just wanted something really light. If you have more oily skin, that might be a good product to pick up as well. So my final thoughts on this line Found is okay. I mean, it's not terrible. When I first started out, I was like, oh my god, this is like way too expensive for the quality, but I do feel like the quality is pretty good. I love the lipsticks. Like, these feel really nice and comfortable. They're like nice and moisturizing, almost like a balm, but they have a good amount of pigment. I don't know how long they'll stay on. I mean, I'll have to test them out and see how well they wear. The blushes, I like them for the formula because I like stains, especially when my skin is more dry, and they add kind of that little bit of glow. So those are nice. They're just nice though. They're not like anything like to rave about. I don't know how much I'd really reach for them, and they both looked like identical almost. Like, I feel like this one even went on lighter. The Berry Flush side went on a lot lighter than the actual like Petal Flush. Like, this one, I don't know if this one was just more pigmented or what. So yeah, these were okay. And then the foundations, the foundation side was a little too cakey for me. And then the BB cream I actually am really liking, and it has oxidized. I do feel like now the colors are like matching my neck a little bit more. It may look a little bright here because I have these bright lights on me, so I might be a little washed out, but literally I'm looking in the mirror and I feel like my skin matches my neck pretty darn well here. So, so they do oxidize, so you'll want to be aware of that. But other than that, I mean, it's okay. It's an okay line, I think. I mean, these are the only products I picked out to try. So anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, or, you know, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And I will see you guys again next time in the next video. Bye. God, always having to fix clothing is such a pain in the ass. My hands get so dirty when I do makeup. I feel like I'm so messy, you guys. I'm like, seriously, like, you should see my desk in front of me right now. It's crazy.